going on? RikrVargr back with another episode of RuneScape. In this one, we will be doing the Priest in Peril quest. Before we jump into that, I would like to say something, and that is I just got new monitors, and they are bigger and they have better quality. They're 2K monitors rather than the regular HD 1080p monitors. So I don't know how the picture is going to come out when I upload the video. I did have to change around my UI a little bit, move these things around over here. That I just kind of moved around just because I like the way this looks better. Everything is a lot bigger now, and I moved all of my abilities from over here down to here, and I put the quests up here because I figured the quests could take up more space and not look funky, because with these like giant, they look kind of weird. So I kind of moved everything around a little bit. I also did get my kitten to full-grown cat, so we no longer have to feed the little guy anymore. Now he'll just follow me around, or I could put him in the bank, whatever. So now that we have that out of the way, we're going to jump into Priest in Peril. So with this quest, we are going to start by going to the Varrock Palace and talk to King Peril. I always want to call him Reynold, I don't know why. Which is going to be this guy here. But first, we're going to take a look at our map. Here's the lodestone. You go directly north of the lodestone, through the fountain. You will be in the Varrock Palace right here. It is where the lump of quests are. I believe they're all talking to him first. So it's kind of like a little bit of a questing spot, I guess you could say, starting spot. So we are going to start by talking to him. This is a Myrique quest, which is part of the what's it called? The Mortania quest line, the Vampire Land over here. That is a members area, so we can do the first one. But after that, we can't do the rest of them. So that is going to be something that we can only follow, of course, once we're members, which seems to be how most of the quests go. We do have no requirements. Required items, we do need to have a bucket, 50 rune essence, or 25 pure essence, unnoted. So I did get the 25 pure essence unnoted. I forgot to grab the bucket, so I will have to head back to the bank. There is a bank along the path. And I'll grab the bucket. Also drop the water runes off and only cast air because we are going to need some space free. We also are going to need to be able to defeat a level 33 enemy and a level 23 enemy. So this is one of the few ones at the very beginning that is considered a novice quest. However, you do have to defeat some enemies, so you have to be kind of geared and a little leveled. We're going to be a little way over leveled for this, but that's okay. It is novice, like I said, and it's a medium quest. So we are going to get this started by talking to the king. We're going to greet the king. Greetings, your majesty. Well, hello there. What do you want? I'm looking for a quest. Quest, you say? What an odd request. To make the king make of the king. It's funny you should mention it, though, as there is something you can do for me. Are you aware of the temple east of here? It stands on the river Salve and guards the entrance to the lands of Mortania. Oh, I don't think I know it. How strange that you don't. Well, anyway, it has been some days since last heard from Drezil, the priest who lives there. Be a sport and go make sure that nothing untoward has happened to the silly old Vargr for me, would ya? Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and accept the quest. Sure, I don't have anything better to do right now. Many thanks, adventurer. I would have sent one of my cars, but they wanted payment for it. Oh, you mean I don't get payment? This cat is annoying me, so I'm gonna pick you up and I'm gonna drop you off in the bank as we head on over to Mortania. Talk to Drazil. Because your meowing is just way too much right now, and I cannot do it. And playing on this just everything looks so much better and it looks so clean and crisp, and I just hope it comes out that way too from recording. I guess we'll see, because this will be the first time recording on it. So we're gonna drop this off. Take one of the many buckets I have, and then we're gonna head on east. I'm gonna keep going east of the bank. So far, I did get 2 new monitors, and the game is running great on the monitor I'm playing on, but the monitor that's recording, because I could see it right now, is super glitchy, like jumping all over. So I'm hoping that that's not what the video is going to look like when it renders, and that it's only doing that because I haven't upgraded my PC yet, which I do plan to do. We got our PCs ordered, so in about a month or so, they should be here, and we'll have our new PC. Oh, I cannot wait. All right, so what we're going to do is we are going to try to enter here, which is where Drazil lives, the temple. We're going to open the door. The door is securely locked from the inside. Okay, so we're going to knock. You knock at the door. Hear a voice from inside. Who are you? What do you want? Roald sent me to check on Drazil. Psst, hey, who's Roald? Who's Drazil? Isn't Drazil the priest upstairs? Oh wait, Roald's the King of Varrock, right? He is? Hey, you deal with this, alright? He's just coming. Wait a second. Hello, my name is Drazil. Drazil, how can I help? Well, as I said, the king sent me to check you're all right. And, what would you do if I wasn't all right? I'm not sure. Ask you what help you need, I suppose? Ah, good. Well, I don't think... Hey, dog. Oh, yes, of course. Will you do me a favor, bold adventurer? Yes. Sure, I'm a helpful person. Ah, really? Thanks, bud. See that Annalise mausoleum to the north? That's a horrible big dog underneath. That would kill you to kill for me. Wow, that was weird. There's a horrible big dog underneath it that I'd like you to kill for me. It's been really barking all the time and stuff. Please kill it for me, buddy. As you wish. One dead dog coming up. Alright, you should not be that happy to kill a dog, dude. Killing a dog is never okay, especially just for barking. Come on, you need more than that. Well, unfortunately, have to go do it. We go down right here, and voila, the barking dog that somehow you can hear from inside here up there. Because our guy is so gullible and he falls for everything. His name's Cerberus. I like Cerberus. Goodbye, Cerberus. The little whimper at the end is so sad. Right. Well, let's go back and tell him. Dog. I'm never gonna recover. Still not letting us in, so we're gonna knock. You knock at the door. You hear a voice from inside. You again? What do you want? I killed that dog for you. Really? Hey, that's great. Yeah, thanks a lot, buddy. What's so funny? Nothing, buddy. We're just so grateful to you. Yeah, maybe you should tell the king what a great job you did, buddy. Okay. So let's head on back to the king and tell him what a great job we did and how we deserve a reward. Even though he wasn't going to pay the other guy, so I highly doubt he's going to pay us. Kind of greedy of a king, too. You'd think he'd be like, oh, you know, we're having issues contacting this person. Why don't you go and contact them for us, and there'll be a big reward for you. Instead, he won't even pay his own guys. All right, we're almost back over there. We just got to head on just a little bit more west. Back over to the palace. As we head over there, this is a good breaking point, so be sure to hit that like button, scroll down, leave me a comment, let me know what you think of my brilliant voice acting. I know you guys just can't get enough, I know. Alright, we are back, King. We did such a fantastic job. Well, hello there. What do you want? You have some news of Drazil for me? Yes, I spoke to the guys at the temple. They said they were being bothered by the dog in the crypt, so I went and killed it for them. No problem. You did what? Are you mentally deficit? That guard dog was protecting the holy well of the river south. Without the dog, we could be in severe peril of attack. Did I make a mistake? Yes, you did. You need to get there right now and find out what is happening before it's too late for us all. But Drazil told me to. You know, you absolute cretin. Obviously, some fiend has done something to Drazil and tricked your feeble intellect into helping them kill the guard dog. You get back there and do whatever is necessary to safeguard my kingdom from attack, or I will see you beheaded for high treason. Yes, Your Highness. Okay, so that was not a good thing we did. We did a very bad thing. We need to head on back and we need to figure out what is going on and how we can rectify this issue, because he is not happy and I think my head should stay where it's at. I'd really prefer not to lose my head or remove it from my shoulders. Which just reminds me of the Restless Ghost when he lost his head. Is that going to be us? That's not going to happen to us, is it? Stop all current and pending attack. Noticed that before. We need to hurry back, dude. You need to run at lightning speed and figure out what's going on before the king kills us. Well, the king's not going to kill us. He's going to have someone else kill us. Oh, those. This is an evil place. I don't want to be here anymore. Well, let us in this time. Oh, these are zamorakians. These guys worship Zamorak. Okay. Wow, there's so many of them. Oh, there's Drazil. Hey. We gotta talk through cell door. Hello? Oh! You do not appear to be one of those Zamorakians who imprisoned me. Who are you and why are you here? My name's RikrVargr. King Peril sent me to find out what was going on at the temple. I take it you're Drazil? That is right. Oh, praise be Saradomin, all is not yet lost. I feared that when those Zamorakians attacked, this place was in place and imprisoned up here. Miss Thelian would be doomed. If that could manage to desecrate the holy river south, we would be defenseless against Mortania. How is a river a good defense then? Well, it is a long tale and I'm not sure we have time. Tell me anyway. I'd like to know the full facts before acting any further. Ah, Saradomin has granted you wisdom, I see. Well, the story of the river south and of how it protects Miss Thelian is the story of this temple and of the 7 warrior priests who died here long ago, from whom I am descendant. Once, long ago, Miss Thelian did not have the borders that it currently does. This entire area, as far west as Varrock itself, was under the control of an evil god. There was frequent skirmishing along the borders as the brave heroes of Varrock fought to keep the evil creatures that now are trapped on the eastern side of the river south from overrunning the human encampments who worship Saradomin. Then one day Saradomin himself appeared to one of our mighty heroes, whose name has been forgotten by history, and told him that should we be able to take the pass that this temple now stands in, Saradomin would use his power to bless this river and make it impassable to all creatures with evil in their hearts. This unknown hero grouped together all the mightiest fighters whose hearts were pure that we could find, and then 7 of them rode here to make a final stand. The enemy swarmed across the south, but they did not yield. For 10 days and nights they fought, never sleeping, never eating, fueled by their desire to make the world a better place for humans to live. Oh, the 11th day, they were to be joined by reinforcements from a neighboring encampment. When those reinforcements arrived, all they found were the bodies of those 7 brave but unknown heroes, surrounded by the piles of the dead creatures of evil that they had tried to defeat them. The men were sated at the loss of such pure and mighty warriors, yet their sacrifice had been in vain, for the water of the south had been filled with the power of Saradomin, and the evil creatures of Mortania were trapped beyond the river banks forever by their own evil. In memory of this brave sacrifice, my ancestors built this temple so that the land would always be free of the evil creatures who wished to destroy it, and laid the bodies of those brave warriors in tombs of honor below this temple with golden gifts on the tombs as marks of respect. They built a statue on the river source so that all who might try to cross into Miss Thelian from Mortania would know that these lands are protected by the glory of Saradomin, and the good will always defeats evil, no matter how the odds are stacked against them. Okay, I can see how the river protects the border, but I can't see how anything could affect that from this temple. Well, as much as it saddens me, say so, adventurer, Lord Saradomin's presence has not been felt on the land for many years now. And even though all true Saradominists know that he watches over us, his power upon the land is not as strong as it once was. I fear that should those Zamorakians somehow pollute the salve and desecrate his blessing, his power might not be able to stop the army of evil that lurks to the east, longing for the opportunity to invade and destroy us all. So what do you say, adventurer? Will you aid me and all the Miss Thelians in foiling the Zamorakian plot? Yes. Yes, of course. Any threat to Miss Thelian would be neutralized immediately. So what can I do to help? Well, the immediate problem is that I am trapped in this cell. I know that the key to free me is nearby, for none of the Zamorakians who imprisoned me here were ever gone for long periods of time. Should you find the key, however, you may have noticed there is a vampire in the coffin over there. I do not know how they managed to find it, but it is one of those ones that somehow survived the battle here all those years ago, and is by now quite mad. It has been trapped on this side of the river for centuries, and as those fell fiendish zamorakians pointed out to me with the light, as a descendant of one of those who trapped it here, it will recognize the smell of my blood should I come anywhere near it. It will, of course, then wake up and kill me very proudly, probably slowly and painfully. Maybe I could kill it somehow then while it is asleep. Maybe I could kill it somehow then while it is asleep. That's not English. No, adventure. I do not think it would be wise for you to wake it at all. As I say, it is little more than a wild animal and must be extremely powerful to have survived until today. I suspect your best chance would be to incapacitate it somehow. How about some garlic? Interesting, but I feel that garlic would be too weak. Perhaps you could use the salve itself to hold him at bay. Okay, got it. Find the key to your cell and do something about the vampire. When you have done both of those, I would be able to inspect the damage of the zamorakians have done to the purity of the salve. Depending on the severity of the damage, I may require further assistance from you in restoring its purity. Okay, well, first things first, let's get you out of here. Alright, so the first thing we are going to do is we're going to find the key, which he just says the zamorakians have it, so we're just going to kill a bunch of them until they drop the key. Oh, that was a terrible idea. Now I'm going to get attacked by all of them. Although this would be a very good place to level. I mean, like, look at the... Oh, there's the key. That was pretty easy. Oh, great. Now I got another one involved. I feel like if they respond too quickly, I'm definitely going to be stuck here fighting for a while. That's okay, they deserve it, zamorakian scum. Ooh, can we eliminate him before? So, come on. Oh, they're all dropping keys. Every single one has a key. What in the world? Every single one dropped a key. Oh, I don't have any room. All those bones and I can't even pick them up. How depressing. All right. So we got the key. So the next thing we need to do is we need to head on down to the temple or the, what would you call that? Tomb underneath the temple. Monolithium, whatever that. Mausoleum. English is hot. We're going to open the gate and we are going to see if there's a way to access the salve, which is basically the water. Oh, perfect. There's a well that goes straight to the water. Bucket. Well, there we go. Now we have a bucket of water. Perfect. Now let's head on back. We have the key and we have the water. I'm guessing if garlic isn't going to keep them out, the water definitely has to keep them locked in, because if they're unable to cross the river, I would assume he wouldn't be able to open up his coffin if we poured the water on it. So head back up to Trezil and tell him the great news. We have figured it out, and he is safe. These zamorakian scum. One more. Hold the boat. So we're gonna open the cell. Gotta talk. How goes it, adventurer? Any luck in finding the key to the cell or a way to stop the vampire yet? I have some water from the south. It seems to have been desecrated, though. Do you think you could bless it for me? Almost certainly. Adventurer, but not from inside here. You must first open my cell. Use the key. Key is a similar size to lock, but it does not fit. Well, why doesn't it fit? What is going on? Well, it says it's a golden key. And if I remember correctly, they said that the 7 heroes that died, they gave them golden items. So maybe they switched out the golden key with the actual key down here. Gotta be one of these. Study it and see. Oh, it's a feather. There's the key. I think if we... the golden key on the statue. Yep, there we go. Now we have the correct key. Interesting fact. I don't know if it's still true, but a long time ago when I did this quest, the golden items, you can actually get those golden items if you bring a regular item to replace the golden. So if with the feather, if you come back with a regular feather, you could swap out the regular feather for a golden feather. I don't believe it has any purpose, but it's just kind of maybe like a cool trophy or something like that. As a free member, we don't have nearly enough bank space to be able to do something like that, so we are not even gonna try. All right. Now let's open the cell. This key should work. Really locked. Well. Oh, thank you. You have found the key. Yes, I did. But now we need to talk to him about blessing our water. The key fitted the lock. Fitted? Key fitted the lock? I think you mean fit. You're free to leave now. Well, excellent work, adventurer. Unfortunately, as you know, I cannot risk waking that vampire in the coffin. I have some water from the salve. It seems to have been desecrated, though. Do you think you could bless it for me? Yes, good thinking, adventurer. Give it to me. I will bless it. The priest blesses the water for you. All right, so we're going to walk out. Now we're going to use the water on the coffin. That should prevent him from leaving. So now Drazil can get out of here safely. Even though I think we could kill the vampire because we already killed one. What's another? I poured the blessing water over the vampire's coffin. I think you should trap him in there long enough for you to escape. Excellent work, adventurer. I am free at last. Let me ensure that evil vampire is trapped for good. I will meet you down by the monument. Look for me down there. I need to assess the damage. What damage has been done to our holy barrier by those evil zamorakians? All right. I'd like to know how you're going to get out of here through all of these zamorakians. But hey, who do you? Seem to be fine. They're cool with me because I helped them out, but I don't know if they're going to be really cool with you. Let's head on down, and we are going to meet him down here, and he is going to tell us what we need to do next. Sorry about that. I'm trying to come up with all these different voices, and I can't keep doing the voice. Like, they don't come naturally. I have to, like, how did you beat me down here? What? Okay, whatever. They kind of come to me. Like, I was doing, like, sort of like a British accent when I was doing the king, and then when I came back, I was doing something else. I don't even know what I was doing, so I was, like, trying to stop myself from doing. I gotta practice my voices if I'm gonna keep trying to do different voices. And I get them mixed up, too. I'm terrible at this. RikrVargr, I see you finally made it down here. Things are worse than I feared. I'm not sure if I will be able to repair the damage. Why? What's happened? From what I can tell, after you killed the guard dog who protected the entrance to the mountains, those Zamorakians forced the door into the main chamber and have some kind of evil potion upon the will which leads to the source of the river south. As they have done this at the very source of the river, it will spread along the entire river, disrupting the blessing placed upon it, allowing the evil creatures of Mortania to invade at their leisure. What can we do to prevent that? Well, I have placed a holy barrier on the entrance that leads to Mortania, but it is not very powerful and requires me to remain here, focusing upon it to keep it intact. Creatures on the other side have already sensed a weakness, and a ghoul crept in while I was setting the barrier. Be careful if you go near it. They are vicious creatures. I've temporarily tamed it in the room next to this one. What we need to do is find some kind of way of removing or retracing the evil magic that has been put into the river source at the well, so that the river will flow pure once again. Didn't you bless the river to purify it like you did with the water I took from the well? No, that would not work. The power I have from Saradomin is not great enough to cleanse an entire river of this foul Zamorakian pollution. I have only one idea how we could possibly cleanse the river. What's that? Mages have an ore called rune essence that absorbs magic and allows them to create runes. Should you be able to collect enough of this rune essence, it is possible that it will soak up the evil potion that has been poured into the river and purify it. Kind of like a filter. Okay, I guess it's worth a try. How many could I get? Well, I have no knowledge of these ores, other than speculation and gossip. But if the things I hear are true, around 50 should be sufficient for the task. I brought you some rune essence. Quickly, give it to me. Excellent, that should do it. It will bless these stones and place them within the well, and Miscellanea should be protected once more. Please take this dagger. It has been handed down within my family for generations and is filled with the power of Saradomin. You will find that it has the power to prevent werewolves from adopting their wolf form in combat as long as you have it equipped. Alright, so we have completed Priest in Peril, which is the quest that is required to get to Mortania. So once we get to members, we'll actually already have access to Mortania, which is pretty awesome. We only got one quest point for I want to thank you all for stopping in, and if you've watched this far, let me know in the comments below how the video turns out, and let me know if you guys think I should just wait till I get the new computer in, or if you guys would much rather just kind of keep going, because it will be about a month, so that will be about 4 weeks of no content, depending on what you guys say. and how it actually comes out in the end. I want to thank you guys again for watching. Be sure to like the video, subscribe if you want to see some more, and I will catch you next time.